Most careers begin with a plan. Some begin with an unexpected detour. Jason James' story begins with an injury that forced him to reconsider what strength really meant. As an Army paratrooper with the 82nd Airborne Division, he experienced firsthand how quickly an active life can be interrupted. A military parachute jump left him with chronic spinal pain that lingered long after the landing was over. Like many people facing persistent pain, he searched for answers without knowing whether a lasting solution even existed. That search eventually introduced him to the Gonstead system of chiropractic care. More importantly, it changed the way he viewed healthcare itself. Instead of seeing pain as the enemy, he began asking a different question. What was causing the pain in the first place? That single shift in thinking became the foundation of everything that followed. Many businesses begin with a market opportunity. James Healthcare and Associates began with personal experience. Jason wasn't trying to build the largest clinic or create the most recognizable brand. He wanted to become the kind of healthcare provider he wished he had encountered when he was the patient looking for answers. That perspective influences the way he describes his work even today. Rather than speaking about expansion or revenue, he talks about seeing patients return to work, play with their children, or simply enjoy life again. Success, in his view, isn't measured only by business growth, but by restored independence. It sounds simple, but simplicity can hide years of discipline. After thousands of patient adjustments, many technical skills have become second nature. Clinical decisions that once required uncertainty are now supported by decades of experience. Building trust with patients has become one of the most rewarding parts of each day because genuine listening isn't a technique, it's a habit. Yet experience doesn't eliminate difficult decisions. One of the defining moments of Jason's career came surprisingly early. A patient wanted an adjustment. His examination told him it wasn't the right time. He explained his concerns and even warned that proceeding could increase her pain. She insisted. As a young doctor, he faced a choice that many professionals eventually encounter. Should he trust his own judgment or satisfy the expectations of the person sitting across from him? He chose to make the patient happy. The outcome unfolded exactly as he had predicted. The patient experienced more pain after the adjustment. For some people, this would become an embarrassing mistake they'd rather forget. For Jason, it became one of the most valuable lessons of his career. He realized patients weren't asking him to agree with them. They were trusting him to make the best decision possible, even when that decision was unpopular. Leadership often begins at the exact moment approval becomes less important than responsibility. That lesson extended well beyond healthcare. Running a practice meant balancing two very different jobs. One involved caring for patients. The other involved managing finances, regulations, staffing, technology, and countless operational decisions invisible to those walking through the front door. Many entrepreneurs discover that the work they love eventually requires mastering work they never expected. Jason doesn't hide that reality. The administrative side of business isn't why he became a chiropractor, but ignoring it would limit his ability to serve patients effectively. Building systems, mentoring his team, and improving operations became necessary because excellent care depends on more than one person's skill. His clinic gradually evolved into an integrated healthcare practice, bringing together chiropractic care with rehabilitation and other supportive services. The philosophy remained consistent throughout that evolution. Understand the underlying problem before recommending a solution. It's a principle that extends surprisingly well beyond medicine. In business, treating symptoms instead of causes often produces temporary success. Poor culture gets patched with incentives. Operational problems receive quick fixes. Customer dissatisfaction gets addressed one complaint at a time instead of identifying why it keeps returning. The same mindset that encourages a doctor to search beneath physical symptoms encourages an entrepreneur to search beneath organizational ones. That approach also requires patience. Early in his career, Jason believed success should arrive quickly. Looking back, he now sees those expectations differently. Trust isn't built overnight. Clinical judgment develops through repetition. Reputation grows one interaction at a time. The years themselves became part of the education. His father reinforced many of those lessons long before Jason entered healthcare. Watching a construction business operate taught him that integrity isn't something you advertise. It's something customers experience repeatedly. Doing the job correctly the first time, protecting your reputation, and treating people well became standards carried from construction sites into examination rooms. Those values became especially important because healthcare involves something every business ultimately depends upon: trust. People aren't simply purchasing a service. They're placing part of their future in someone else's hands. Trust creates expectations. Expectations create responsibility. And responsibility never becomes lighter simply because someone gains experience. Jason often says one of the hardest parts of his work is accepting that he cannot help everyone. Some conditions are too advanced. Some patients aren't appropriate candidates for the care they hope to receive. Those conversations require honesty that can be uncomfortable, yet integrity sometimes means disappointing someone today to protect them tomorrow. His response to difficult seasons follows the same pattern that has shaped much of his life. Rather than trying to solve every problem at once, he narrows his focus to the next right decision. He draws perspective from faith, family, and the discipline developed through military service, recognizing that momentum is often built through small, consistent actions rather than dramatic breakthroughs. That consistency appears throughout his daily routine. Before patients arrive, he reviews schedules, imaging, and notes so he can give each person his complete attention. During appointments, distractions stay outside the room. Phones, emails, and future tasks wait because listening itself becomes part of the treatment. Continuous learning remains another constant. Healthcare evolves, and Jason believes complacency is incompatible with serving patients well. He continues refining clinical skills, studying new developments, and improving systems inside the practice. His philosophy is straightforward. If the leader stops growing, eventually the organization does too. Ironically, the injury that once limited his future became the experience that expanded it. Without chronic pain, he may never have questioned conventional assumptions. Without recovery, he may never have discovered the career that gave purpose to those difficult years. Sometimes the obstacle isn't merely something to overcome. Sometimes it's preparing someone to understand people in ways comfort never could. That perspective also shapes how he measures achievement. Celebrations are less about milestones than about sharing them with his wife, children, and grandchildren. Time outdoors, family gatherings, and quiet gratitude matter more than prolonged victory laps. Success, after all, is temporary if it comes at the expense of the relationships it was meant to support. Asked what advice he would give his younger self, his answer isn't complicated. Be patient. Trust the process. Ask for help. The mentors who have already walked difficult roads can shorten someone else's journey. Those aren't merely reflections on healthcare. They're observations about leadership itself. Every profession eventually presents moments when expertise collides with popularity, when long-term integrity competes against short-term approval. Jason's defining lesson came from choosing approval once, and discovering why he should never repeat that mistake. Perhaps that's why his story resonates beyond chiropractic. It's really about learning to trust disciplined judgment over immediate gratification. It's about understanding that genuine service sometimes requires saying no. It's about discovering that resilience is built through setbacks rather than avoiding them. And it's about recognizing that the experiences we would gladly erase often become the very experiences that allow us to serve others with greater wisdom. The injury that once looked like the end of one path quietly became the beginning of another. Not because it guaranteed success, but because it changed the questions he chose to ask. And sometimes, asking better questions changes everything. Here's a review of what we can learn from Jason James. Number 1. Personal adversity can become professional purpose. Jason's military injury became the experience that shaped both his career and his understanding of patients facing uncertainty. Difficult experiences often provide insights that success alone cannot teach. Number 2. Trust your informed judgment, even when it is unpopular. The early mistake of prioritizing a patient's wishes over his clinical assessment reinforced that leadership requires responsibility more than approval. Lasting trust grows from honest decisions. Number 3. Look beyond symptoms to discover causes. Whether solving health problems or business challenges, Addressing root causes creates more durable solutions than simply managing visible problems. Better questions often lead to better outcomes. Number 4. Growth comes through consistent improvement rather than dramatic change. Preparation, continuous learning, and small daily refinements built Jason's practice over time. Sustainable success is usually the result of disciplined repetition.